Roll cameras. 2-minute conversation.
Where's the audience? Why you walk
Come
out?
handle it.
Sir?
I'll even pay you for it.
You're not going to get
Come
no
handle it.
oxygen
I'll
from
even
me.
pay you
No,
for
sir,
it.
don't walk out.
I'm tired.
كن سعيدا كن فريدا عش بفخر في الحياة لا تبالي فالمعالي بالتحدي لا سواه كن سعيدا كن فريدا
It's about having them taken on your name. One particular part of your culture. You understand? Now, you can say no, but you must remember, when I'm speaking about the community that I come from. The community that I come from is different to the community that you come from. For example, I was at a funeral on Friday. My friend's mother died, and there were about 1,400 of us at the funeral, but black funerals usually go there. And I would say that literally all of Brixton is there. And we were mostly Jamaicans who were there. We have our own particular culture, the way in which we do the funerals, the way in which we celebrate the life of someone, which is wholly different to how you possibly are. The point that I'm making is that when you become Muslim, and this is the truth, our names are no longer sufficient. We've got to take the names of, I'm just telling you, generally speaking, I'm not speaking about the opposite, I'm speaking about my community.
We're speaking about Islam.
Sir, speaking about
Islam, it has to be something
speaking about my community who adopt Islam. Yeah? You cannot negate what I'm saying. You need to hear what I'm saying. Yeah, because let me tell you the reason why. I don't have to substantiate anything. I'm just telling you what my experience is.
No, but the claim of your experience, you're relating it to Islam,
This is
and it's
tiring me
false.
out. Yeah, I'm telling you what happens in my community.
And that's to do with your community, not to do with Islam.
I'm talking about my community who adopt Islam. Yeah, and I'm saying to you, whether you wish to accept it or not,
I can't accept that they do something not supported by Islam, and then you accuse Islam for it. You've got to accept a dialogue with it. You can't just throw statements that are unsubstantiated. You can't just throw statements. No, but look, you can't throw statements. You can't throw statements that are unsubstantiated.
If I may, brother.
Sir.
You can't do that.
No.
Allow me.
No, because your videos are negative sometimes.
Here, just for that here. Just for that here.
But if I could even
Just because he said that, I got you. Don't worry.
if I could just
So let me just make my one point. No, let me make my one point.
I get you.
Yeah, I'm saying to you that black people, people, generally speaking, from my community, when they become Muslims,
the
they
Arab
take on
dress,
just give me a
Arab name,
second.
yeah.
They take on the dress, they take on the names, they take on aspects of the culture, they take on aspects of the language. Because apparently Allah has only revealed the Quran in a text which is barely decipherable. All I'm saying to you is that you don't have to accept it. Yeah, your friend doesn't have to accept it, but I'm telling you what the situation is in my community. Now, you can't negate that because somehow it goes against what you say. Now, to be honest with you, I'm quite tired of hearing the separation of Muslims and Islam when it suits Muslims and it suits Islam.
But I haven't
I'm
been
tired
making
of it.
any of these points. If
I was speaking about your friend.
Yeah. But I heard you explain all of this before, and I think you've misunderstood me because I haven't negated these experiences.
You say I mistook you or your Islam?
No. You misunderstood what I was trying to say because I wasn't trying to negate your experiences of having encountered racism, even racist structures within the mosque and Muslim community.
Yeah.
Nor was I trying to say you're West African. I was using that as an example to say,
Bro, your tone is apologetic, bro.
That we have Muslims who's at my mosque whose skin tone is just as black as yours. My point was they wouldn't know that you're from Jamaica. They would assume probably another Muslim from Senegal or Mali, like the rest of them. My point was only that they would look at you more than they would look at other people, not account of skin color, which might be the first thing you want to filter it through, but because they're looking at somebody who's 6'5". We don't have many 6'5" people at our mosque.
Can I just say to you what you still haven't done?
Are you not open-minded enough to acknowledge the possibility?
Can I just tell you, if you're going to go into ad hominem attacks, this is where I turn around and walk away. You understand? Because I've pointed out to you that we've been standing here and you still haven't asked me what my experiences are.
Because I've
You're
heard you.
giving
I've
me,
heard you
no, with the greatest respect, you've given me your narrative, but you haven't asked me what my experiences are, why you've come to the conclusion that you have. You're speaking generally about a situation when here am I standing right in front of you that you can ask me particularly so you can zoom in and then challenge what I say or help in the situation.
I don't need to challenge because I accept it. I'm only saying that do you not accept that this is a possible variable that would account for some of those situations that you may have encountered? Obviously, not the overt examples of racism, obviously, but are there other examples?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, because all I'm saying is if I walk into an Indonesian mosque,
Just what I was going to say. Can I ask you a question?
They are going to look at me.
Can I ask you a question? Is there a particular group of people who represent Islam? Is there a race that represents Islam? That's where he's heading. Do you not see where he's going? What you could simply turn around and ask him is if there's a Jamaican mosque, which there is, and someone non-Jamaican comes in, you will be recognized.
Where's the Jamaican mosque?
There is.
Where?
There is. I don't mind not know exactly where it is, but there is.
I'm just asking you.
In Kingston,
There is.
Jamaica,
A masjid is built. A masjid is built by the people who are to that religion, regardless of where they're from. So are you saying Jamaicans can't have a masjid?
If I may ask a
Are you
question
saying
now.
Jamaicans cannot have a mosque?
Can I just say to you that
Are you saying that?
I understand.
Can a Jamaican have a mosque?
I understand why you don't understand my point.
Of course I understand. What do you mean I don't
With the
understand your point?
greatest respect, I'm telling you
That what?
with the greatest respect, you don't understand the point that I'm
Why are
making.
you refusing to answer my question? Do you want a monologue or do you want a dialogue, big bro? Because you have a habit of doing this.
When you do this, I'm going to turn my back and I'm going to walk away.
You can do that, it's not a problem.
I'll speak to you
You
guys
can
next
do
time.
that, it's not a problem. So you can't handle a conversation. You want to throw statements?
I saw Sarah destroy you.
Of course you would say that.
We spoke about.
Hey, listen, give me 2 minutes. Bring the camera. Bring your own cameras. Bring your own cameras. 2-minute conversation.
Where's the audience? Why you walk
Come
out?
handle it.
Sir?
I'll even pay you for it.
You're not going to get
Come
no
handle it.
oxygen
I'll
from
even
me.
pay you
No,
for
sir,
it.
don't walk out.
I'm tired, bro.
No, you are the loser.
This racism nonsense
No,
that
no,
you're
he's
running
the
with,
loser. No.
you need to get
They
over
can't
that,
answer
man.
your debate. Why
You need to get over that, bro.